Hey TubeUbers, TJ Pyramid here. Uh, so I think as part of my grieving process, this is what I need to do. I just need to continue to make videos because it's what I enjoy, and I know my mom would want me to continue doing what I enjoy. And movies and video games and stuff like that. That's the stuff I enjoy. So I figured I'd do that. And so yeah, so I want to thank everybody who commented on the Somewhere Over the Rainbow video that me and Tina did. I really appreciate it. Even the people on there that names I didn't recognize, I appreciate you guys taking your time to comment on, really, to me and Tina, being strangers to you, because, like I said, I didn't recognize a lot of your guys' names that left the comments, but I truly do appreciate them, and I thank you, and she thanks you from the bottom of our hearts. And I appreciate the people that went out of their way to make the videos for me and Tina. Johnny, Aaron, Sammy, I really appreciate that, guys. You know, it just means that much more, for doing that stuff for us. We love you guys from our hearts out to your guys' hearts. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So I figured my first video, official video, being back, I would do a video on one of my mom's, well, not one of, but my mom's favorite actor of all time. Hands down, all time. As she would say, ooh, sexy man. Um, and to me, this guy is the true definition of a Hollywood bad ass. This guy was just cool as a cat. I mean, yeah. This guy just epitomized cool. And I really didn't know much about him until I discovered that he was my mom's favorite actor, and that's when I really got into him. And now he's kind of become one of mine too. I really love a lot of his stuff, and we own pretty much I think his best stuff. He has tons of films, but and that's Mr. Robert Mitchum, a true Hollywood legend, a true Hollywood badass. Um, the guy was just, you know, he was like oil. Like oil, he was slick. Just a fantastic actor. Just the way he delivered his lines, um, the looks that he would get on his face, uh, just his overall look in general. The way he delivered his lines, his voice. So, go ahead and show you some of the stuff here. For film noir, this is one of my favorite film noirs of all time, and it's Jane Greer and Robert Mitchum. That's The Big Still. Really fantastic film. If you're into film noir and whatever, you really need to own that film right there. And a lot of PU people have probably heard of and seen this film. If not, you've seen the remake. But that's Gregory Peck, Polly Bergen, Robert Mitchum, and Cape Fear. Robert in this movie is just evil. Just so methodically evil. Uh, but a great, great performance. Another one of his really good films, one of his later films too, and that is The Yakuza. Another film that really needs to be seen. Really, in general, if you're just a fan of cinema, you need to see this film here, The Yakuza. This was my mom's favorite Robert Mitchum movie, but she could never watch the end. She would always, she'd seen the end, but she always turned it off towards the end because she knows, well, spoiler, Robert Mitchum gets in a car crash and he dies, and she was always like, oh, I don't want to watch the ending. I don't want to see handsome Robert die. And that's Thunder Road right there, which was also the debut film for Robert's son, Jim Mitchum, or James Mitchum. That was his debut, and yeah, he looks a lot like his son. So it's a really good movie, though, really fun, and Robert actually sings in this. And also, if you didn't know, he also recorded a couple albums too. He had a pretty good voice. This is another one of his later films. This is a Peter Yates film, but this is really good. If you're into crime movies if you're a fan of like old school mobsters and stuff like that, I think this is just hands down one of the best gritty underworld movies of all time. And if you have not seen this, whether you're a fan of Robert Mitchum or you're just a fan of this type of film, the nasty underworld, the sleazy underbelly of cities, or hey, if you're just a big fan of the city of Boston, you need to see The Friends of Eddie Coyle. This is the Criterion Collection release, but this is a must to see right here. Fantastic stuff. And probably this is another film a lot of you know of. This is another Criterion release. This is the Blu-ray release of The Night of the Hunter. Maybe my favorite Mitchum movie. Absolutely fantastic film. Another film where Robert just pulls off being evil so easy, and he's so good at it. But absolutely fantastic film. Just the way it looks, the way it was shot, the overall vibe of this film is just awesome. Another film that isn't actually available on DVD, but there are really expensive VHS copies on Amazon, and it's called Second Chance, and it's Linda Darnell, Jack Palance, and Robert Mitchum. And it was also the first RKO movie to be shot in 3D. But that's a really fantastic film. I keep waiting for a DVD release of that. It came out in 1953. And Jack Palance plays a nasty hitman, and he's going after this woman and whatnot. And his character's name's Cappy Gordon. And so yeah, then there's Russ Lambert, who is played by Robert Mitchum, and he's basically a prize fighter. And you know, he knows that he likes this woman, and then Jack Palance is getting in the way. He's following where he wants to get her, and there's like a really cool cable car scene and whatnot. But it's a really cool film, and I look forward to a DVD release of that. And last but not least, a film my mom never saw of his, and probably for the best, because this is one of his really, really later films, and I know it's not a good film. I know it's not going to be a good film. Lee Majors, Robert Mitchum, Agency. I know it's not going to be a good film, but we saw it on a dollar rack, and we're like, well, it's Mitchum. We got to pick it up. But, yeah. Unfortunately, she never got a chance to see this film. Which, like I said, for the best, because let's have her memories of Robert Mitchum be from good films, not from ones I'm sure that are stinkers. So, there we go. That's my first video to slide myself back in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out Robert Mitchum. He's a fantastic actor. You see a couple of his films, and you'll want to see more and more and more and more. And yeah, he does have, like every actor, he has some bad films out there. But you know, just his presence on screen is something that Hollywood is lacking these days. Because to me, there's no badasses nowadays. You know, there's just no sleek, cool cats that are badasses like Robert Mitchum was. You know. So yeah. And I got this shirt on here because this was my brother's shirt. Because he's a huge, huge Grateful Dead fan, and I actually like the Grateful Dead. I got into that through him. But I actually wear this shirt because it's a big shirt. But at one time, my brother had given it to my mom to wear, you know, just because he's like, hey, Mom, you know, Grateful Dead, wear this shirt, represent. And it was a big shirt on her because she was little. She was only like almost 5'2", you know, like 120 pounds. So this shirt was huge on her. But I have this picture here of her, and she has on this same shirt right there. You can see the lettering right there. So I just figured I'd wear it in this video just as kind of like a, you know, just another little thing to help me through this whole process. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Still dealing with a lot of stuff here. A lot of medical equipment still has to be picked up and taken away, and of course her bedroom was the biggest bedroom in the house. It was all hers, and she had her own big bathroom, so when she had a big collection of dolls. So we got a lot of stuff to do around here still. So slowly but surely, we're getting through it. Me and Tina are helping my dad through it. Because they were married almost, I think, 51 to 52 years. November would have been around that time. So, we're helping him through it. But we're not 100% positive what actually is going to go on over the next few months. But I'm sure I'll keep all you guys updated. And please, if you have any, if you ever want to PM me or whatever, or if you, for any reason, go ahead, feel free. But yeah, so thank you guys for everything that you have done for me and Tina. We really, truly appreciate it. And thank you for watching this video. Now go watch some Robert. Comment, subscribe, spread the word, and hold the ones you love close. Because you never know when something might happen. Thanks for watching.